जो भी इन्होंने इकोनॉमिस्ट ने दिया, इज इट रेलिवेंट? यस, वी कैन कंपेयर इंडिया एंड चाइना। इंडिया या अफ्रीका में देवर चांसेस कि जितने भी कॉलोनियल रूलर्स थे वो शायद सरवाइव ना करें। पुअर रूल ऑफ लॉ के कारण व्हाट हैपेंस कि डेवलपमेंट तो होता है, बट दीज कंट्रीज द डेवलपमेंट प्रोसेस विदर्स ओवर अ पीरियड ऑफ टाइम। So 2024 Nobel Prize for Economics has been announced. It has been shared among 3 economists, namely Darren Acemoglu, Simon Johnson and James Robinson, all 3 US-based economists. So this year's Nobel Prize का जो main theme है, that is all about the role of institution as to how they develop and how it affects the prosperity which creates differences among nations. So before going deep into these developments, let's talk about Nobel Prize for Economics. So Nobel Prize for Economics is a relatively newer prize, and it is different from all other 4 Nobel Prize which are given in relevant other subjects. And why is it different? Because it is not written in the will of Sir Alfred Nobel. It is given by the Swedish Central Bank, and that is the money comes from the endowment of the Swedish Central Bank. It is announced by the Royal Swedish Academy of Sciences. Coming back to the थ्योरी, अब इस थ्योरी में उन्होंने जो बोला है, they have said that कि there is an institutional framework that develops over a period of time and that gets divergent and gets distributed into 2 types of governance. एक governance होता है extractive governance. Extractive institutional framework जो होता है, they feel that कि people are sources of exploitation. Poor rule of law के कारण what happens कि development तो होता है, but these countries the development process withers over a period of time. Whereas there is another model that is known as inclusive institutional framework that take people along. They feel कि inclusive development is the solution to long-term sustainable development. Idea is security of property, incentives for people to make sure कि वो develop करे. It leads to sustainable developmental model. And over a period of time, even in the historical way, we can also see these things because कि जो हमारे colonial powers थे, उन्होंने भी 2 तरह का ये developmental model अलग-अलग parts of the world में follow किया है. Like in India और Africa, they followed extractive institutional framework. उसमें उन्होंने क्या किया? They felt कि यहाँ के जितने भी population है या यहाँ के resources को बस exploit करना है. They did not want to develop India or Africa so that they can also become a developed nation over a period of time. Whereas दूसरी कंट्री को अगर देखा जाए, यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स और ऑस्ट्रेलिया, इवन कनाडा, देयर द कॉलोनियल पावर्स ट्राई टू डेवलप अ एंड मोर वी कैन से इंक्लूसिव डेवलपमेंटल फ्रेमवर्क. इंक्लूसिव इंस्टीट्यूशनल फ्रेमवर्क होने के कारण क्या हुआ कि यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स या फिर कनाडा और ऑस्ट्रेलिया में हम देखते हैं दे हैव डेवलप्ड ओवर अ पीरियड ऑफ से 300 years एंड नाउ दे आर कंसिडर्ड मोस्ट ऑफ द डेवलप्ड इकोनॉमीज ऑफ द वर्ल्ड. But what is the main reason as to why did colonial power chose 2 different types of things? It all depends upon the risk of mortality. Factor था कि इंडिया या अफ्रीका में there were chances कि जितने भी colonial rulers थे वो शायद survive ना करें. There are many reasons क्यों survival नहीं हो सकता था. Main issue था climate का, large hostile population. At the same time, the geography was also not conducive to the way they could have taken along India as far as their own developmental model. Similarly, like in United States या ऑस्ट्रेलिया में बोला जाए, that is the climate is more you can say in line with the European model. इसलिए वहाँ की population को उन्होंने develop करने की कोशिश की and the result is clear that United States have now developed into a more the superpower, you can say the economic superpower. But क्या 21st century में ये economic model जो भी इन्होंने economist ने दिया, is it relevant? Yes, we can compare India and China. India is more like a inclusive developmental model. First we'll talk about China. China क्या है ना? China is more like subtle extractive institutional framework वहाँ follow किया गया है. Although China has developed over a period of say 30 years since 1990, but what we have seen that political freedom has not been granted to the citizens of China. Whereas India, we can say that India is following inclusive developmental model. India की जो digital public infrastructure है, large scale public investment या वेलफेयर पे एक्सपेंडिचर जो भी हो रहा है, अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट जो भी हमारा अभी स्टार्टअप कल्चर है, दैट इज मोर डेमोक्रेटाइज्ड एंड इंक्लूसिव. एंड द मेन आउटकम ऑफ इज दैट कि पोस्ट कोविड वी हैव बीन ग्रोइंग अ सस्टेनेबल रेट ऑफ 7.5% एंड इट हैज बीन एक्चुअली proven by all the major financial institutions that India would be having a sustainable economic model, and over a period of say in the next 30-40 years, India would get transformed into a more kind of an economically self-sufficient and an advanced economy, just like United States and other best European power. So this was all about the 2024 Nobel Prize for Economics. Thank you.